Notice this table here. Take a look at it and see if you can figure out what the pattern is. Then I'd like you to see what it is that you think happens as I change the slider A, which is currently set at a value of 2, change it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go back again. Notice I also could set it to 1. Let's set it at 2 again. Now, what do you think happens when I move the start slider? Let's leave the start slider set at 10 and now move A again. So think about what the start slider does. Now we'll try exponent start. It's a little more difficult to figure out, but notice what happens as I move it forward. And now what happens if I move it back below 0? Let's leave it at -2 and let's move A to 3, 4, 5, let's move it back to 0. And now let's take a look at what happens when I move the interval slider. I move it to 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's move it back to 3. Notice what happens as I move A. Notice what happened when A got to a value of 8. Let me set interval to 2, and notice where we get all integers. Okay, let's show the exponents now. Set interval back to 1, set A to 2, and notice now we have, in addition to the numbers, we have them expressed as exponents. So now with start, we can see that we're just getting the starting number times the base number raised to 0, then 1, then 2. The exponent start just changes the exponent in the first cell of the table. The pattern of stepping up by 1 remains. Now notice with the interval what we're doing, we're just breaking the intervals into smaller steps. Half, third, quarter, fifth, etc. Notice now the multiplier, it takes now a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to double our value from 3 to 6. What we're multiplying by each time then is the fifth root of 2, 2 to 1/5, and that has a value of approximately 1.15. When we move it to 4, it's doubling every 4 steps, which means it's multiplying by 2 to the 1/4 each time, or the fourth root of 2, which has a value of approximately 1.19. When we had A equal to 8, an interval set to 3, we got all integers here because 8 is a perfect cube. So when we take the cube root of 8, which is 2, that becomes the multiplier.